All right, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and immense glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to my elder apostles, a great millstone, and peace and salutation to the hopefully elect, the B'charim of the house of David that's been preordained, predestined to get delivered in these last times and to be the willing governing body of the nation Yasha'Allah. So, breaking news, really, all right? And Lord willing, they don't take my video down. You know, they took already 2 channels away from me. Oh man, it's nonsense. But breaking news, so US imposes stiff sanctions on Russia, blaming it for a major hacking operation. All right. So this from the New York Times, and I'm only gonna skim through it. And I have another post that a brother posted on the group me. Okay. But it reads, after years of wrist slaps under President Donald J. Trump, the new measures are intended to have a noticeable effect on the Russian economy. Washington, President Biden on Thursday imposed extensive new sanctions on Russia and formally blamed the country's premier intelligence agency for the sophisticated hacking operation that breached. Oh man, goodness, come on. Well, I guess, let me try one more time. All right, that was unexpected. It had to be Satan. Okay. I know I got to pay for it, but let me just get that last sentence or few words in that article, on that paragraph. Oh, yeah. Breach American government agencies and the nation's largest companies. The sanctions included measures intended to make it more difficult for Russia to take part in the global economy if it continued its campaign of disruptive actions, including cyberspace and on the border of Ukraine. Right, so let's get this post. So cyber hacking, okay? Cyber hacking, which America does as well. We'll see how they control the narrative, are trying to control the narrative and blame it on Russia, which it can all be a psyops, okay? But either way, in prophecy in the Bible, World War III will take off, and Russia is one of the contenders. In fact, the main contender in this World War III. So you people and brothers, all right, that's listening and learning, all right, new brothers, read Ezekiel the 38th chapter, which I'll get. But these are the preludes, these are the buildup for World War III. It's not going to happen just, all of a sudden World War III. There has to be a backstory. So this is what we're seeing. So now they put restrictions, which the word, I'm going to get this real quick. Restriction means law, philosophy. On Russia, all right, for cyber hacking. Remember the whole thing with the voting with Donald Trump, and Russia was cyber hacking and manipulating the votes. Okay, they might blame the rushing of the U.S. Capitol that happened in the beginning of January. All right, in the year 2021. The year of hastening the day of Yahweh Bashimashai, as apostles have deemed this year. But they're gonna most likely blame it on that. All right. So it says right here, it's what the brother posted. It says, new Biden declares a national security emergency over Russia. And it's gonna say the same thing, for cyber hacking. As I read this post, I'll just read the first part. It says, it says to the Congress of the United States, pursuant to the International Emergency Economic Powers Act 50 U.S.C. 1701, it says, I hereby report that I have issued an executive order declaring a national emergency with respect to the unusual and extraordinary threat to the national security foreign policy, and economy of the United States posed by specified harmful foreign activities of the government of the Russian Federation. How is the government of the Russian Federation affecting the economy? You know, just the madness that Esau spews, hey, against his own. Okay, it's affecting the economy. Russia cyber hacking. They don't specify or give any examples. They just say, and people are gonna eat this up. See, Russia is affecting the economy. You see, this all, prelude. All right, it's all, one of Satan's tactics. That's all I'm gonna read. All right, you can read some more. Just pause the video if you want. All right, but let's get scriptures now. Okay. See how Esau is just manipulating the news media, and people are gonna gobble this up and deem Russia as an enemy. Okay. This display or portraying of Russia being an enemy or like an arch nemesis to America has been going back since the Cold War. Okay. But in prophecy, it's going to tell you there's a reason, all right? Because Russia is one of the main contenders. This is Ezekiel 38, verse 1. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, right? And that's over there in the land of Russia. The inhabitants today are so-called Russians, but really Edomites, okay? Jake, we were living there before. The last czar of Russia was a speckled bird, okay? An Israelite who appeared to look like an Edomite, and that land was once ruled by Japhet. They shared a tent under Shem. All right. It says, the chief prince of Meshach and Tubal, and prophesy against them, and that's over there like in Asia Minor, basically. All right. Meshach and Tubal, like Armenia, Turkey. Okay, correct me if I'm wrong. But it says, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth in all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Right, so you can picture that today. Let's get an image. All right, they say a picture speaks 1,000 words. So your modern day sword, buckler, shield is this. Let's type in Russian soldier. All right. You see that? Your modern day sword, the gun, the buckler, the shield, the body armor, the tanks, that's the chariots, geared up from head to toe. And the Russians are on another level, personally speaking, on their training. All right, the Marines, the Navy SEALs, I give them credit. Okay, even the U.S. Army, definitely. But the Russians, the way they train is a little bit more brutal and hardcore. And that cold, being in cold water, hey, that increases your testosterone. All right, so they're more manlier over there, aggressive. Probably taking injections, steroids, who knows? But either way, though, this is the buildup. Okay, you can see. So Gog, the land of Magog, that's Russia. That is Russia. Okay. This is talking about the Russians. And it says Persia. Now these are the allies for Russia. And you can see it today. Persia being Iran, and they're making deals with them. Ethiopia, Libya, you see? They're all in cahoots with one another, along with China. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. They're getting ready for war. Joel, the 3rd chapter, all right, is being in effect right now. Put down your plowshares, your agricultural devices, okay, and invest more into military might instead of your own actual general economy. You see? That's what all these nations are doing. They all have some sort of nuclear scientists geared up from head to toe, all right, for this last epic war. Gomer and all his bands, the house of Togomar of the north quarters, and all his bands, and many people with thee. Be thou prepared, and prepare thyself for thyself, thou and all thy company that are assembled unto thee, and be thou a guard unto them. You see that? So Russia is a guard. They're a guard unto these other nations. And Joe Biden, Sleepy Joe, just put a sanction, a penalty on Russia. You see, this is the end of America. We got nothing but freaks in the cabinet. All these LBGT, the alphabet group getting, all these rights, which is beautiful because, hey, that's going to come to their demise. All right, their destruction is going to follow. So they can, get puffed up, get proud. And the Lord's going to, destroy them, right? Knock them off their high horse. I just seen a video of the LGBTQ. Now they have their own assembly or building, to get the vaccine. And they were just proud and happy about that. Good. Hey, get vaccinated, please. All right, all you LGBT, please get vaccinated. All right, and I mean that. And I'm not gonna say what's in that vaccination. All right, I don't want them to take my video down, but we know through the research. Okay. Let me get. Hold on, bear with me for 1 second. I believe that's Revelation, chapter 11. Hold on, bear with me for 1 second. Okay, Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. All right, it says, Revelation 9, verse 12, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more after. World War I, which started in 1914, ended 1918, and just so happened, the Spanish influenza, which I believe that was a whole psyops, just like what's going on today. It was a real flu, but the numbers they put out in the media at that time, all right, was false. And man, they probably gonna take this video down. But and I saw a picture a brother posted up of, I don't know who they were, all right, but they had to be somebody, Edomites, some high status, maybe the elites back then. But it was people outside. From what I took, it was maybe people that worked in the hospital or whatever. But during that time, the Spanish influenza, people were wearing masks. All right, and this is a picture from 1918, and then you had behind them certain a few men without a mask. Okay, and you can tell they were on some high status. So the same thing is going on today. All right, all this manipulation of media. Okay, with COVID and or this crime Royal 19. All right. But this is Revelation 9, verse 12. It says, yeah, one woes past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. Okay. World War II, 1939 to 1945. And then World War III, which is near. All right. So I want to give all praise, honor, and immense glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Racha HaKodash, double honors to my elder apostles, a great millstone, and peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Shalom.